Welcome to the latest Climate Podcast. Here are today's top climate news stories. India is making exciting strides towards self-reliance in critical minerals, as highlighted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his Independence Day speech. The country is actively exploring over 1,200 locations for essential minerals like lithium and cobalt, crucial for technology and renewable energy. With the launch of the National Critical Minerals Mission, India aims to enhance exploration, streamline regulations, and encourage private sector involvement. Recent legislative changes now allow commercial mining of key minerals, fostering economic growth and national security. Additionally, India has joined a global partnership to ensure sustainable production and recycling of these vital resources.
India's Deendayal Port Authority, Kandla, is making exciting strides in sustainable energy by focusing on green hydrogen, methanol, and green ammonia. Chairperson Sushil Kumar Singh announced these initiatives during the 79th Independence Day celebrations, aiming to position the port as a global leader in green energy. With support from the Indian government, partners like L&T and Reliance are establishing large-scale plants. A notable achievement includes a newly launched 1-megawatt green hydrogen plant, linked to Prime Minister Modi's recent visit to Bhuj, where plans for a larger 10-megawatt facility were unveiled. This progress is a significant step towards achieving net zero by 2050 for the maritime sector.
Hong Kong is facing significant challenges in its climate defense strategy, as highlighted by recent record-breaking black rainstorms. Professor Benjamin Horton, a climate scientist, warns that outdated climate projections are leading to inadequate infrastructure planning, leaving the city vulnerable to extreme weather. He emphasizes the need for updated guidelines to protect workers and calls for a thorough assessment of how extreme weather affects public health and the economy. While Hong Kong has made efforts to improve resilience, these storms reveal that more proactive measures are necessary to prepare for future climate impacts.
Oman is celebrating the successful completion of the Oman Manna 1 solar IPP project built by Shanghai Electric. This impressive solar power plant, with a capacity of 500 megawatts, has been operational for a month, generating 1.5 billion kilowatt-hours of electricity annually and reducing carbon dioxide emissions by 780,000 tons. The project exemplifies innovation with efficient construction methods and a strong focus on local employment, as 90% of the staff are from Oman. Additionally, it aligns with Oman's Vision 2040 for sustainable energy, enhancing energy security and providing valuable training for the local workforce.
On India's 79th Independence Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared an inspiring vision to transform India into a developed nation by 2047. He highlighted the launch of a made-in-India semiconductor chip and plans to expand nuclear power capacity tenfold, emphasizing self-reliance. Modi encouraged young scientists and engineers to innovate, particularly in developing indigenous jet engines. Additionally, he announced reforms in the goods and services tax and a new employment scheme to boost economic growth. A dedicated reform task force will help modernize governance, aiming for a USD $10 trillion economy by 2047, while addressing demographic challenges.
India is taking exciting steps towards a brighter future as Union Minister J.P. Nadda celebrated the country's 76th Independence Day in New Delhi. He praised the nation's strong economic growth under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership, highlighting ambitious plans like developing India's first semiconductor chip and jet engine. Modi's vision for Naya Bharat aims to transform India into a developed nation by 2047. With initiatives focused on enhancing nuclear energy and achieving energy independence through the National Deepwater Exploration Mission. These efforts reflect India's commitment to innovation and sustainability, paving the way for a prosperous future for its youth.
Burkina Faso's Royal Court of Chiebale, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its unique painted houses, is facing serious challenges due to climate change and declining tourism. The unpredictable rain patterns are damaging the intricate paintings that reflect the culture of the Kassina people. Local resident Abdou Ane highlights the difficulties in restoration work, as rains now come at unexpected times. Additionally, the ongoing violence in the region has deterred visitors, further impacting the community. Despite these challenges, the rich architectural heritage and traditional techniques preserved by local artisans continue to inspire hope for future generations.
Maharashtra is making exciting strides in technology and sustainability under Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. During his Independence Day speech, he highlighted the state's significant contributions to India's economy, including a remarkable 40% share of foreign direct investment. Fadnavis emphasized Maharashtra's advancements in artificial intelligence for agriculture, ongoing infrastructure improvements, and its commitment to becoming a leader in solar and green energy. These efforts not only enhance the state's economic growth, but also promote a greener future, showcasing Maharashtra's dedication to innovation and environmental responsibility.
India is making exciting strides in nuclear energy, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi announcing plans to increase the country's nuclear energy capacity tenfold by 2047. Speaking from the Red Fort in New Delhi, he highlighted the rapid progress on 10 new nuclear reactors and emphasized the need for self-reliance in energy. Modi also noted that India's solar energy capacity has soared 30-fold in the past 11 years. Additionally, the country is expanding hydropower through new dams and investing significantly in the hydrogen mission. These initiatives reflect India's commitment to a sustainable and independent energy future.
India has proudly reached a significant climate milestone by achieving its goal of having 50% of its electricity capacity come from non-fossil sources, 5 years ahead of schedule. Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrated this accomplishment during his speech on Independence Day. By June 30th, 2025, India had installed a total capacity of 484.8 gigawatts, with 242.8 gigawatts derived from renewable energy, hydropower, and nuclear power. This achievement showcases India's dedication to environmental responsibility and its swift transition to clean energy solutions, with Modi emphasizing the nation's commitment to both global welfare and nature.
In the Philippines, Citacor Renewable Energy Corporation, CREC, celebrated a remarkable 38% increase in net income, reaching 630 million pesos in the first half of 2025. This growth was fueled by a 32% rise in electricity sales, driven by a diverse mix of corporate clients and government programs. CREC formed a strategic partnership with Indonesia's Pertamina New and Renewable Energy, enhancing its renewable energy investments. The company aims to complete its first gigawatt of renewable energy projects by year-end, including innovative solar and battery facilities. Additionally, CREC received multiple awards for its excellence in renewable energy and management.
Equinix, a leading digital infrastructure company, is collaborating with innovative energy providers to power its data centers sustainably worldwide. This initiative aims to address the growing global electricity demand, projected to increase by 4% annually through 2027. Equinix is investing in advanced technologies, including small modular reactors and fuel cells, to enhance energy reliability and efficiency. With a commitment to sourcing 100% clean energy by 2030, Equinix has already achieved 96% renewable energy coverage globally. The company is also implementing energy-efficient standards and cooling technologies to optimize power use, ensuring a sustainable future for digital infrastructure and artificial intelligence.
In the Philippines, experts gathered to discuss building a climate-resilient and sustainable economy at a conference hosted by the Philippine Association for the Advancement of Science and Technology and the Department of Science and Technology. The event focused on the National Adaptation Plan for 2023 to 2050, presented by Romel Antonio Cuenca from the Climate Change Commission. This plan aims to reduce climate-related risks and promote sustainable development across various sectors, including agriculture, health, and energy. The initiative reflects the Philippines' commitment to innovative, science-based solutions for a brighter, more resilient future.
A South African court has joyfully blocked the environmental approval for an offshore oil and gas exploration project by Total Energies and Shell, emphasizing the need to consider the project's impact on climate change. The ruling is seen as a victory for local communities and future generations, as it requires a thorough environmental assessment that includes potential emissions from fossil fuels. Justice Nobahle Mangku Lockwood highlighted the importance of public participation and transparency in decision-making. Environmental groups hailed this landmark ruling as a win for coastal communities and the environment, ensuring their voices are heard in critical matters affecting their livelihoods.
The United States has significantly reduced mentions of indigenous rights and climate change in its latest human rights reports. These changes reflect a shift in priorities under the Trump administration, with reports being shortened and crucial sections on indigenous peoples and environmental issues omitted. For instance, references to indigenous communities dropped by 84%, and climate change was not mentioned at all in the new reports. Critics argue this undermines the struggles for justice and sovereignty faced by indigenous peoples, especially as they are often on the front lines of climate impacts. This trend raises concerns about the future of human rights advocacy.
A new study highlights how climate pollution is increasing the vulnerability of satellites in the United States to solar storms. As carbon dioxide levels rise, the upper atmosphere becomes less dense, which, during geomagnetic storms, can lead to significant fluctuations in atmospheric density. These changes could disrupt satellite operations, affecting everything from navigation to communication. Researchers found that by the end of this century, the upper atmosphere might be 20% to 50% less dense during such storms, potentially causing satellites to lose altitude and shortening their operational lifetimes. This calls for new satellite designs that consider these future atmospheric conditions.
Iran is facing a severe water crisis, with Tehran's reservoirs at historic lows and groundwater levels dropping dramatically. This situation is a result of climate change, leading to record low rainfall and extended droughts. Similar challenges are seen in Kabul, where groundwater is rapidly depleting due to urban expansion. The Middle East's water scarcity threatens economies and could lead to social unrest. However, there are hopeful solutions, including innovative technologies like solar-powered desalination and improved water management practices. With decisive action and regional cooperation, the region can work towards a sustainable water future and avert potential crises.
China is leading the global energy transition, investing over 40% of the record $2.1 trillion in clean energy last year. While the US and Europe face challenges in climate policies, China excels in producing solar panels and lithium-ion batteries, showcasing its innovative industrial strategy. Notably, Chinese carmaker BYD has introduced a revolutionary charging system that enhances electric vehicle range significantly. Meanwhile, Europe has opportunities to revitalize its clean energy efforts with a favorable carbon price, while the US has increased its solar panel manufacturing capacity fivefold since 2022. The push towards low-carbon technologies continues despite political shifts. A recent study from the National Academy of Sciences highlights how many Americans misunderstand their personal contributions to climate change. Surprisingly, owning a dog has a significant environmental impact due to its meat consumption, which contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. Participants underestimated the effects of high-impact actions like avoiding flights and adopting pets, while overestimating the benefits of recycling and energy-efficient appliances. Experts suggest that increasing awareness and providing clearer information can help people make better choices for the planet. Learning from these insights can lead to more impactful actions in the fight against climate change. For more climate news, make sure to download the Change Your Climate app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Please note, these stories were AI generated from real news sources, which isn't always perfect. If you have any concerns or questions about the news contained in this podcast, please reach out to us. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.